So we're back for SignIt Retrospective 4. So we're gonna do one of Professor Wong's improvements that he suggested was to do a silent review of the what went well and what can be improved categories. And we'll reconvene in a couple minutes when everybody gets their stickies done. Is everybody done with both columns?
No, I have to do the what can be improved.
Okay, take your time.
I'm done.
Okay. And so now we'll vote. Everybody gets 3 votes for each of the columns. All right.
Okay.
Is everybody done voting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So for what went well, the integration of the model with our Android app. So basically, I think it ties down to just, handling the tasks faster than expected, and getting everything kind of merged together. Um, so that went really well. We were able to do that. Renee did a really good job with working that out also. Um, and the team handling tasks faster than expected, and collaboration focused on specific tasks, where the team basically met together on different tasks and were able to collaborate based off of the different problems that we were facing, and got that completed also really fast. And what can be improved? So we only had 3 items on what can be improved, but one was time management. That's the basically, I think time management in terms of the specific tasks, or I'm not sure who wrote this, or was it like meeting times or
Yeah, I wrote this. Part of it is because of the meeting time, because I know missed yesterday's meeting, so that's one thing. Another thing is I believe you mentioned before is about like the time we upload the video to you that you have to like wait in front of a computer the entire week. I believe that falls into this category as well. So yeah, that's what it means.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so I guess, like also maybe in terms of to like getting everybody to consolidate and plan ahead, if in terms of like an action item for the future. Something that we can do like a schedule out with like hard deadlines or something. Maybe that should have been done from the beginning. Everything was kind of like loose though, from the beginning because we weren't exactly sure the route that we were going to take. But I think that's a good like action item that we can put here. Um, so, putting like hard deadlines for tasks and like item submissions. Like, for some reason it's not working. Oh,
There you go.
perfect. So then communication about task progress. I just put that up because sometimes I felt like we weren't sure exactly like who was working on what part of the project or at like what time. So maybe just like more updating throughout the process periodically, instead of waiting for like the next meeting. I know we had originally said to like kind of update everybody on the next meetings, but with certain like smaller tasks that were completed, maybe just like updating during that process. And then meeting times. I know that's a big one also. Um, Unfortunately, we didn't have a whole lot of flexibility with the meeting times just because of everybody's schedules. And we had to keep changing it, and that was reflected in the teamwork agreement. I kept changing it just to meet everybody's time constraints. So, maybe setting a different type of meeting time. There was actually one group, I had watched their retrospective as well, and they I believe they originally started a meeting on the weekends when people were free, like a weekend morning or something. So maybe for the future, trying to see like when people would be most free instead of during like a work week.
Yeah.
So I'll just add that in here. So in terms of the communication, I'll just put periodic updates on tasks. And the meeting times. Okay, is there anything else anybody wants to discuss about these action items going forward? I know we're at the end of this deliverable, but this is just for future, if we were to hypothetically go into it in the future, and continue with the project.
I think another action item that we could add would be maybe focusing more about cross-checking each other's work. I know that there was an issue too that I think you were waiting on us to go over the technical paper, and because of, again, the meeting timings and the timing constraints, I guess that kind of links together, but I feel like that's an important thing because that way it wouldn't be a burden to just one person.
Hmm.
And it's important, especially in a team, to make sure everybody contributes equally. So that could be one thing to focus on if we were to go forward.
Yeah, yeah. So cross-checking work and uh, hmm, maybe like allotting time
Yeah,
to review different aspects of the project.
yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, well, I think we can add something like on the coding part, like there should be like a Zoom video call like of 30 minutes like every week to see if like when she was doing the model, I had questions about the model and I had to write it text him through Discord and I had to wait for his response like 1 or 2 days. So I think like a video Zoom like about 30 minutes for that would be an action item.
Kind of like regular check-ins, not just the weekly meetings.
Yeah, kind of yeah, when but um with the coding part, just the programming part. Because
Gotcha.
that's
So just like focusing on like specific tasks.
yeah. Yeah, because I had questions about the outputs or of the model. Um but yeah.
I'm going to put in addition to.
Yeah, like for Ferio and I were working with the UI, right? So mm, um me and her would have to have a video call for that specific task.
Mhm. Yeah, so like individual
Yeah,
like separate calls about
yeah.
the tasks. Okay. Anything else?
I think we're pretty good on like what we discussed overall. I believe that the kind of action items that we see here falls kind of under the umbrella of communication and time management.
Mhm.
And as long as we work on those, I feel like it could have been even more successful. But overall, and like looking back at all the sprints and our meetings, I do feel like that we communicated really good. If
Yeah.
there were any problems, we did voice it and we figured ways out to get things done. And that's what's most important. And what's even more important is getting things done in a timely manner, and especially the deadlines that we set out. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Good. Yeah, I 100% agree. I think each iteration of the deliverables, like we made the improvements, we followed through with the action items every time. And it kind of came to a point where, we were able to get everything done
Yeah,
in a timely manner.
yeah,
And these action items are for smaller situations, not like the bigger ones that we started off with. We were able to get through all like the bigger items. So
yeah,
these are just kind of like more smaller type of items too.
yeah,
So, if we were to go and move on, another semester with this course, I feel like we would really like narrow it down to even, maybe even like one action item needed.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
Mm.
we did a really good job.
I agree.
All right, guys. I think that's it for retrospective 4. The end of the semester. It's been a good one.
Yeah.
So I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you,
Have a
guys.
good night, guys.
Bye, guys. Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Bye bye.